Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 3 is coming up very soon, so I thought I'd get this video out a little bit early for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about everything, in my opinion, that I think Epic Games needs to do in Chapter 4 Season 3. This season has been fantastic. I loved Season 2, loved Season 1. I think Epic Games has been on a very, very solid A-tier season. I give both of these seasons, Chapter 4 Season 2, Chapter 4 Season 1, both of them solid A-tier, but of course, it's up for debate, so they've been doing very well. They have the potential to do better, and that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to get into the video in just a second. Before we do get into it, I do want to say hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels. Let's talk about next season. So, something that I do want to get away from making these videos is when I used to make this, because I used to just do this video where it's like a Cypher PK type of video. He used to do these. He's gotten away from it a little bit, but regardless, I would repeat the same things, like things I want Fortnite feel weapons, I want gimmicky weapons, I want something, a mini game in the middle of the map like a mothership. There are things that I always talk about that I think would improve Fortnite in general. I'm not going to be talking about those things today. I'm going to be talking about specifically like maybe some stuff that we already know about next season, or stuff like building off the kinetic, or stuff like that. You get the point? I'm not just going to talk about in general, hey, Epic Games, you need to fix the Battle Pass UI, stuff like that. I hope you understand what I'm saying. But with that being said, let's jump into it, even though it's been a very long intro so far. So, of course, we have the potential to get 2 biomes. There's a jungle themed tropical biome, which is pretty much confirmed at this point. I like that it's probably going to be in the middle of the map. It seems like where the earthquakes are going to be taking it over. But we also have the potential to get a desert biome. I hope Epic Games considers making 2 biomes. We don't know whether, even if it's going to come, first of all. But what I would like to see personally is have the jungle biome just at the start of the season with some nice map changes, and then a mid-season update bringing in the desert biome, bringing in something from like way off in the distance, attaching it to the bottom left of the map like in Mega City. I think that would be perfect. A big mid-season update like that, and I always point back to this, Stark Industries. How great was that update? It was a big chunk of land brought onto the Fortnite to just freshen up the season. They could do that, and they have the potential to do that. Give us a jungle biome, give us a desert biome. So adding more than just one really solid big map change would be very nice to see. And of course, you could go on to have consistent map changes with that. But next thing I do want to talk about is Epic Games. Where have the live events been? We've already been lacking on the storyline, man, but live events is something that the community gets so hyped for all the time. Why haven't we been getting live events? We've been getting them every other season, but we should have had one this season. So I hope that we have a Zero Crisis finale type event at the beginning of next season. There has been a lot of talk of something like that potentially happening, but we don't know for sure, of course, right? Epic Games, give us some teasers, build us up to something, give us a big end to the season like you used to. That just made the events so much more memorable. It's not like, oh, well, here's the update. You know what I mean? There was something to look forward to. There was something to build to. We need a live event, man. But talking about the live event, something that Epic Games really needs to work on, from this season especially, is the storyline. This season has been lacking in the storyline completely. And I'm not the only one feeling that way. And I've been talking about, man, I am Epic Games' biggest defender. I think they do so many great things over there at that company. I think they built such a fantastic game. I am Epic Games' biggest defender, but this storyline has just not had anybody interested at all. Very few people are interested, and if you like the storyline, that is awesome. That is great, okay? No, absolutely nothing against you in that sense, but the vast majority of people was just not interested in the storyline. There was no payoff. There was no anything to it. There was just, oh, you know what, we're all here. And you know what, it might be able to tie into something next season, but it doesn't make me interested in this season's storyline. I always point back to it. Chapter 2, Season 2 did the perfect thing. Just even little things, just something in the water that was spraying up a little bit. Oh, is that a cannon? What is that? Can we swim in it later? It's so easy. And I always talk about this. It's so easy for Epic Games to just give the player base what they want. We were speculating stuff off loading screens for years, man. Like, it is not how difficult. Epic Games, I got so hyped when we saw aim in one of those loading screens. Maybe they'll get back to the loading screens. Maybe they'll tell the story through the loading screens. It's not hard to tell a story just by giving this little things. Nobody wants to do it during a quest. Am I the only one who says that? I watch them on YouTube, and I know not everybody does that. But I mean, like, a quest just doesn't really pay off the storyline that much. I want to see map changes. I want to see loading screens. Something like that. Give us a storyline with Agent Jonesy. Give us a storyline with The Last Reality. Something that people want, even if you want to make new characters. A tropical theme with some temples sounds like it has a fantastic possibility for a storyline. They can do so much better. The storyline has been the worst Fortnite season for storyline. I hope they pick it up. And if we do end up getting an event next season, it's possible. It's possible they could pick it up, which I really hope. So Let's talk about something else that they did good, though. I really like the kinetic stuff, and that's something we've seen from the loading screen right now. The teaser, the loading screen, looks like we're going to get a kinetic boomerang. I kind of like that they have a theme to this Chapter 4 thing. We can get kinetic weapons. I just like that they keep doing that, so hopefully they continue that from the next season to come. But something that they've been doing really well, and I want them to continue doing, is updates throughout the season. The updates have been good, but they certainly can be better. In Chapter 2, Chapter 1, they probably did this a little bit better. Even in Chapter 3, I think Chapter 4 has been a little bit weak for it, and maybe it's just this season, because Chapter 4 Season 1 had some good updates. They've been doing updates a little bit at the end of the season. We're going to talk about that in just a second. But I'm talking about just bi-weekly updates. Give us a new weapon, give us some, change a little tiny thing on the map, you know? The updates have been good, but it's not really an update where, unless it's a big event, and again, we're going to talk about that in just a second, I don't have any, like, oh my god, I can't wait to play Fortnite today. I used to do that all the time, you know? I still enjoy playing the game. I'll still hop on. I can't wait to play with my friends, you know what I mean? But there was nothing like, Fortnite added helicopters? What is going on right now, you know? There's none of that anymore. It's just like, oh cool, a new weapon. Let's try it out. It's good, but it certainly could be better. We need a little bit more impact with these updates, Epic Games. However, speaking of updates, something that's been fantastic in Chapter 4 so far, and I want them to keep doing it, is the events at the end of the season. The 2-week events. We had the Most Wanted event, the Heist event, or whatever you want to call it, and you had the Star Wars event. I love both of them. I don't know which one I like better. It might be better to do the Most Wanted event, because not everybody loves Star Wars, but as a Star Wars fan, man, they knocked it out of the park. And while I'm talking about it, the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass in the mid-season, fantastic idea. Keep that going. That is amazing. Epic Games has been absolutely knocking it out of the park with these past little events they've been doing. Let's just have a little bit more with each update instead of making us wait until the end of the season, you know? They could add another new weapon. They could add some little storyline hint for us to play around with. They're doing great, and I hope they continue it. Whether it's anime, whether it's just another thing like the Most Wanted, I would like to see them do it maybe one season where it's Fortnite original, then one season of collaboration. I'd be super down for that because, man, the gameplay has been very, very nice flowing. So yeah, the event's been great. Battle Pass, great. Keep doing that. But something they need to keep working on is the ranked mode. The community is very frustrated with the ranked mode right now, and understandably so. I'm not one who personally cares about ranked too much, but of course, like, there's a lot of people who like to play competitive. And they are, I believe that this time the competitive players, I know they complain a lot, but I believe they are justified in complaining this time. So I hope Epic Games focuses their energy a little bit still on improving ranked. Now, there's a couple things that I did want to mention before we close off the video, and one of them actually was on the top of my head. We have the potential to have an original secret skin this time. I really like that, and I apologize, one of the hairs are flying in front of my camera. I don't know if you saw that. Anyways, sorry, that made me lose my train of thought for a second. We might have an original secret skin. It looks like Optimus Prime is going to be the tier 100. Obviously, nothing's confirmed, but the leakers are saying that the secret skin is going to be an original skin. I miss when the secret skin was a secret and there was build up to it, especially when there was a build up to the storyline. Was the last one the Herald? Was it? I think it was. Oh, yeah, it might have been the Herald. I was thinking the Cube Queen, but it was the Herald. Regardless, we can look forward to it so much, us storyline fans. Led up to a live event both times with the Herald and the Cube Queen. It was perfect. Kept the Fortnite fans so happy we speculated it for the entire season. Fortnite storyline players and Fortnite hardcore players really enjoyed that. Keep the secret skin a secret. Don't make it a collaboration. Again, I've gotten used to collaborations in the Battle Pass, but the secret skin, keep it a secret this whole time. Give us hints as what's to come. Going back to the whole storyline thing, Epic Games, it's not hard. All you have to do is shadow a skin, put a little bit of a storyline on it, you know? It's not hard to do, man. It's not hard to please us. Last thing I want to talk about, though, is the Augments. The Augments this season blew. The gameplay for this season was phenomenal, and I hope they continue doing that. The gameplay was great, but the Augments, I wanted to use Aerialist, I wanted to use the Shadow Tracker Augment, and maybe the Charged Shotgun Augment. That's pretty much it. The Augments were not, I mean, they're not useless, but they're nowhere near how cool they were when you first brought them in the first season. That was incredible. You had the gimmicky ones, you had the useful ones, a wide variety of augments that I could choose from every time. But now I'm just reroll, 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 and I use the same ones every single time. I have no incentive to use any of the augments, and even the augments that I do like Aerialist, I don't even care that much. It's just, oh, yeah, okay, I'll get a mythic pistol, you know? I don't get excited about the augments anymore. The augments this season are horrible. That's why I came up with the whole idea, too. I don't remember if it was the first idea that I came up with, but that's why I've been talking about in these augment videos, create an augment. The people in this community have been coming up with fantastic augments. Watch the videos, Epic Games. One day we're going to get big enough where they watch these videos. But seriously, the community can come up with better augments than Epic Games have been putting out. The augments have been horrible. However, the gameplay has been fantastic. So Epic Games, keep up the gameplay. The gameplay this season was very, very nice. Very nice. Every single time I hopped on, I had an absolute blast playing. Okay, this season, I will make a whole season review video, but it's a solid A tier season. I really enjoyed the gameplay. The crossover carried it. The Attack on Titan mythics, the Spider-Man mythics, those made the gameplay feel so good. The Battle Pass was great. There was a lot to look forward to this season. And next season, I hope they continue the same thing. It looks like they got a real handle on Chapter 4 right now and making the gameplay flow really, really nice. It's been very good. Not perfect. Not like fantastic. These 2 seasons won't be seasons where I'll look back and I'll be like, man, do I miss that season. It was like, I'll look back on it and I'll be like, yeah, that was a pretty good time. That's pretty much it. You know what I mean? Solid A tier seasons. But this is where I'll leave it up to you guys. What do you want to know? What do you want to happen in Chapter 4 Season 3? What does Epic Games need to do? I might make another video just asking you guys like I usually do, but still, comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys, and thank you so much for watching this video. On the screen right now, if you want to check out more from the Clen channel, check out these 2 videos on screen right now. One of them is a very long, fantastic video that you need to see. Check it out. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you there. Take care.